Have you ever looked up at the moon and wondered where it came from? Well, the prevailing theory, known as the giant impact hypothesis, offers quite a celestial spectacle. Around 4.5 billion years ago, the early Earth wasn't alone in its orbit. A rogue planet, roughly the size of Mars and aptly named Theia, was on a collision course with our planet. The encounter wasn't a direct hit, but rather a glancing blow, powerful enough to send a significant amount of debris from both Earth and Theia into orbit around our planet. This rubble, a mixture of rock and molten material, didn't just float aimlessly in space. Over time, it gradually began to stick together, coalescing under its own gravitational pull. Eventually, this debris formed what we now know and love as our moon. So, next time you gaze at the moon, remember it's a piece of our own planet, born from a cosmic collision. Now let's dive into some weird and wonderful facts about the moon. First off, did you know that the moon is actually moving away from us? Yes, you heard that right. Every year, the moon drifts approximately 1.5 inches further from the Earth. This phenomenon, discovered thanks to the reflector panels left behind by the Apollo missions, is due to the gravitational interaction between the Earth and the moon. Next, our moon isn't just a passive dead piece of rock. It experiences what are known as moonquakes. These are similar to earthquakes, but occur on the moon. They are caused by the gravitational interaction between the Earth and the moon. While these moonquakes aren't as intense as their Earth counterparts, they can last for up to an hour, considerably longer than a typical earthquake. Finally, the moon's size and its distance from Earth create a unique phenomenon that we've all come to know and love: total solar eclipses. This occurs when the moon perfectly blocks out the sun, casting a shadow on the Earth. The moon is about 400 times smaller than the sun, but it's also about 400 times closer to Earth. This perfect ratio makes the sun and the moon appear the same size in our sky, enabling the moon to occasionally block out the sun completely. These strange facts make our moon even more fascinating, don't they? From drifting away to causing moonquakes and solar eclipses, our moon continues to surprise and delight us with its mysterious nature. But how did we learn so much about our celestial neighbor? Our journey of lunar exploration began with simple, naked-eye observations by ancient civilizations. These early astronomers, thousands of years ago, were able to track the moon's phases and predict eclipses. They were the pioneers, setting the stage for future explorations that would take humanity from gazing at the moon from afar to walking on its surface. Fast forward to the early 17th century, when Galileo Galilei turned his telescope towards the moon. He made groundbreaking discoveries, observing mountains, valleys, and dark spots we now know as lunar seas or Maria. This marked a significant leap in our understanding, but it wouldn't be the last. The 20th century brought about a new era of lunar exploration, fueled by a rivalry between two global superpowers, the United States and the Soviet Union. This competition, known as the space race, pushed technological boundaries and accelerated our journey to the moon. The Soviets made significant strides, launching Luna 2, the first human-made object to reach the moon in 1959. But it was the Americans who would ultimately win the race. The Apollo program, led by NASA, aimed to do the unthinkable: land humans on the moon and return them safely to Earth. July 20th, 1969 is a date etched in human history. Apollo 11, carrying astronauts, Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, and Michael Collins made the daring journey. Armstrong and Aldrin became the first humans to set foot on the moon, an event witnessed by millions around the globe. This momentous achievement not only marked a significant victory for the United States in the space race, but also represented a giant leap for all of humanity. From the early observations of ancient astronomers to the audacious Apollo missions, our understanding of the moon has grown exponentially. Each step in this journey has deepened our knowledge and fueled our fascination for our closest celestial neighbor. From ancient curiosity to stepping foot on the lunar surface, our fascination with the moon has only grown. Curiosur, what is it that we're still trying to uncover about the moon today? We've come a long way since the first human footprints were imprinted on the lunar surface. Today, we are pushing the boundaries of lunar science ever further with a new generation of exploratory missions. Take NASA's Artemis program, for instance. This ambitious initiative not only aims to return humans to the moon, but also to establish a sustainable human presence there. Meanwhile, China's Chang'e program has been pioneering in its own right. It has been boldly going where no mission has gone before, the far side of the moon. This program has significantly expanded our understanding of this uncharted lunar territory. But it's not just about exploration, it's also about discovery. One of the most groundbreaking findings of recent years is the detection of water on the moon's surface. Yes, you heard it right, water. This discovery has huge implications for future lunar habitation. It opens up the possibility of using the moon as a pit stop for further space exploration, a place where astronauts can refuel and resupply. So even though we've been studying the moon for decades, it continues to surprise us. It's a testament to the vastness of the universe and the endless possibilities that lie in exploration. The moon, our closest celestial neighbor, still holds many secrets waiting to be discovered.